your priorities straight and realize that this is a party issue. And gone are the days of us sitting idly by, waiting for the next leftist to bring out a criminal that they're obsessed with or become one. It's done.
You celebrated it. This is really fascinating on the eve of the anniversary of 9/11, 24 years ago. You're cheering, you're dancing. You're having a great time. But you don't realize that you just created a Martin Luther King, and you created 10 million new Charlie Kirks at the same time.
Let me get you guys up to speed because a lot of people seem to have amnesia and seem to have completely forgotten how close we were to losing our freedom of speech in this country. All the big tech companies, including ones like Meta, were being completely controlled by the government. And luckily, Elon Musk came along and bought X, formerly known as Twitter, and got our freedom of speech back. Now, during that time period, people like Charlie Kirk blew up and got astronomically big all across the internet. And the conservatives were demolishing a lot of the Democrats in the majority of the debates. Now, during that time period, a lot of acts of violence happened on the left from people on the left, including the attempted assassination of President Trump multiple times. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. It's gotten so crazy that people on the left have started leaving the left en masse after witnessing what their friends, family, loved ones, co-workers, and people of their own party said about Charlie Kirk after his passing. So many people are absolutely disgusted. So I have to show you some of both sides. I want to show you some of what people are saying in this country about Charlie Kirk from both sides of the situation. It is really heartbreaking to see where we are, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of people that are absolutely on fire and are absolutely going to continue and carry the torch. But without further ado, let's get into it.
What I do know for sure is that, you know, Charlie was someone who once said, you know, guns save lives after a school shooting. Charlie was someone who was willing to debate and downplay the death of George Floyd in the hands of Minneapolis police.
I think he called him a scumbag.
Right, have no regard, downplay slavery and what Black people have gone through in this country by saying Juneteenth should never exist. And I think, you know, there are a lot of people who are out there talking about him just wanting to have a civil debate.
Complete rewriting of history.
Yeah, there is nothing more effed up, you know, like than to completely pretend that, you know, his words and actions have not been recorded and in existence for the last decade or so.
How disgusting is that? A United States representative, Ilhan Omar, saying that filth. That is just insane to me. Now, what people need to be asking is, how is she worth $30 million? And she's, of course, pulling the race card as usual, bringing up George Floyd when by now we all know the truth about George Floyd. It's the same thing every time with these people. Like, have something new. But hey, luckily people are catching on and they're saying peace to the Democratic Party because of people like Ilhan Omar.
Well, let me just say it now. In 3 years, I am not voting for Democrats. Fuck off.
As a registered Democrat, all I have to say is the Charlie Kirk shooting just proves that we are the worst, man. My party is the fucking worst. I got people celebrating, hoping that he dies. Are we fucking for real right now? Where's the empathy? Where's the respect, man? It's disgusting. It's disgusting, truly. And the fact of the matter is this: he was a father, and whether or not I agree with his political opinions, all he truly wanted to do at the core was see this country be the best. And I can fucking respect that. And to see people just be blatantly disgusting. Man, we're the worst, man. We're horrible.
I couldn't have put it any better myself. Now, for those of you that would like some proof that the people on the left are celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk and actually want to witness some of this evil stuff, I did put a little bit in this video. Check it out.
Bye, Charlie Kirk. Like you said, people getting shot and killed for the Second Amendment is so worth it. I never thought we'd agree on anything. Bye.
I just want
by the sword, died by the sword. He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights. Congratulations to Charlie Kirk for becoming the new poster child for gun awareness and violence.
had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
Okay, so sir, again, your reasoning. Your reasoning on how he deserved it. God bless America. Yeah, you're right. God bless America. And freedom of speech is real. You're correct.
It absolutely is.
But shooting a gun at someone and killing them isn't a form of freedom of speech, like you said it is.
Oh, I never said that.
You did. You said that you're glad that he got shot because it's freedom of speech in America.
God bless America.
And say it again, so I can have it on video,
God bless
so that
America.
I can rewatch and
God bless
re-listen.
America.
God bless America.
If you disagree with that, then
You need God, my sir.
I
You need
haven't.
to find God. Why don't you show your face?
I haven't.
Show your face.
God bless America.
Show your face, sir.
God bless America.
Come on, show your face. Don't be scared.
God bless America.
Don't be scared.
The sympathy for Charlie Kirk is fucking weird. There seems to be this weird emphasis on taking the moral high ground and that you are somehow a better person if you're like, I feel bad for his family. This is the world he wanted and the world he was building. This is a white supremacist who wanted both of us dead. He was shot in the middle of saying something transphobic about trans people. And yet you want to have sympathy for him. You don't have to like violence, but I'm confused as to how you thought the revolution was going to be magically bloodless. Where is this sympathy for Palestinians, for the Sudanese people, for the Congolese, for the black people in America that are killed at the hands of police violence, for the black trans women that are being murdered for simply existing? Why does this sympathy extend to a white supremacist, but not to the communities that actually need your care? I think that people are afraid they're going to lose a part of their humanity if they don't have sympathy for somebody who is a victim of gun violence, when in reality, you're losing your humanity by allowing fascists to define your sympathy for you. While you're busy having a moral dilemma, they win. I think it's admirable to want to find the best in people and to want to continue to have sympathy for those who experience something tragic. This is the world that man wanted to live in, and while he's dead, there's a lot of folks that need that care and sympathy that are still alive.
What else could that be but demonic? I mean, seriously. How could these people literally be that heartless? I contemplated if the guy in the dress, if that was even real, but, whatever. Moving on. Not everybody feels this way. A lot of people support Charlie Kirk, and I do believe it's the overwhelming majority of Americans, even if they're silent about it, do support what was happening and the movement that Charlie Kirk was doing. But, a lot of people are scared to speak up about it. But some people are speaking out. Check it out.
This party is the party of domestic terrorism. That's what this is at this point. And you could say, don't group us all in together. We're not all the same. No, you absolutely are. Because if you are a leftist, you are okay with the fact that lies about our party are constantly spread and you do nothing to help us stop it. You are in bed with the people who defend criminals, who defend gang members, who defend wife beaters, who defend people who stab an innocent woman, and who defend people who shoot someone in the neck in front of thousands of college-aged kids. And if it's not you doing it, you're following someone who does. So it is an entire party problem. Not to mention the amount of lies and propaganda and media spinning that they have done for everyone to hate this man the way that they do. Has he said controversial stuff? Yes, but not enough to get him shot and leave his kids. If you don't like what someone's saying, you don't have to watch them. You can keep scrolling. You can block them for all anyone gives a shit. But we have free speech here. We can say what we want. That includes people you don't politically agree with, like Charlie Kirk. With how many events the left throws and protests the left puts together. When have you ever seen a Republican go in and shoot someone in the neck? One of your stupid little influencers. Have we ever tried to harm them? No. Destiny got accused of hitting on a minor and no one hurt him. Get your priorities straight and realize that this is a party issue. And gone are the days of us sitting idly by, waiting for the next leftist to bring out a criminal that they're obsessed with or become one. It's done.
When the left wakes up tomorrow and realizes that somebody that agrees with them assassinated the equivalent of Martin Luther King Jr., and the movement that Charlie Kirk had created in this country, the political movement, a political assassination, they are not going to know what to do with themselves. They're celebrating right now. They are. All you have to do is look across this platform, look across X. They are celebrating right now. But I'm going to tell you, I'm having conversations with my two boys in college down here in the South, and you have no idea what you have just awoken in the college-age youth. You have no clue what you just did. This is the equivalent of assassinating Martin Luther King. And you can come at me if you want. You can do it. Charlie Kirk started a movement, and he led that movement. And that movement changed the election. Without Charlie Kirk, President Trump does not win in 2024. And the people whose minds he changed and the movement he led, they know it. And you just woke them up. This was the equivalent of assassinating Martin Luther King. And you'll never be able to live this down. Tomorrow, when we wake up, we're going to have a lot to talk about. Tonight, we've got a lot to think about. And so do you, libs. So do you, Democrats. The ones that are celebrating, the ones that are cheering, the ones that are excited and happy. I want you to think about who you are as a person that can allow you to watch somebody get assassinated all over social media, knowing his wife and his children were standing there watching, and you're cheering it. Think about it. Because of words that he spoke, ideas that he had, which, by the way, are pretty standard ideas for all of millennia. And because of those ideas, and because he was a voice and a beacon to young men who needed someone to listen to, you killed him, you assassinated him, and then you celebrated it. This is really fascinating on the eve of the anniversary of 9/11, 24 years ago. You're cheering, you're dancing, you're having a great time. But you don't realize that you just created a Martin Luther King, and you created 10 million new Charlie Kirks at the same time.
So breaking fucking news, Charlie Kirk got shot in the fucking neck. That was the last bastion. I can't be a liberal no fucking more. You see the fucking comments? I hope the gun is okay. The same fucking people asking for moral decency. I cannot in good faith align myself with you guys anymore. I once had a headache. You'll be alright. Cause you don't agree with him politically? Okay. Whatever happens next, in retaliation, whoever did that shit, I hope they throw the whole fucking book at you. The whole fucking book at you. Why I did not agree with his views, when you put violence in the fucking middle of the equation, all this shit goes out the window. Everything that you stand for goes out the fucking window. Who's next? Candace Owens? Take that shit as a warning. Stop doing the fucking public panels, bro. Stop doing all that. Oh, what do you think about him? These people are fucking insane. Oh, well, both sides are... No, these people are fucking insane. Dude, things are gonna get very... Do not speak politics at all in public. Do not do that shit. These people are fucking unwell. Protecting fucking dickheads stabbing Ukrainian girls in a bus. Protecting fucking shooters just because they think they're the other gender. You people make me fucking sick.
I've been dreading making this video because I know I'm gonna get hate comments, especially from the left, and nobody likes hate comments online. I used to proudly call myself a liberal. I still believe in equality, healthcare access, LGBTQ+ rights, definitely science and social programs. But I've grown really tired of the performance, the fear-mongering, and the refusal to have real conversations. I don't want to be here to scream or cancel or shame somebody into agreeing with me. I believe that we need to listen to each other even when we disagree, because change doesn't happen in an echo chamber. I'm not switching sides. I'd say I'm stepping out of the label. I'm an independent, logic-based thinker who's done letting political parties define my humanity. I'm still progressive, but I care more about the truth than tribalism. You can fight for justice without losing your critical thinking. If you want to argue, go talk to somebody else.
So why am I so upset that Charlie Kirk was assassinated today? Because as a combat veteran who fought for the rights of everybody in this country, this is not what we fought for. We fought for the freedom of speech. We fought for the freedom of discord. We fought for the freedom of opinion. And one man's opinion does not give anybody the right to commit assassination, to take a life, to take a father, to take a husband. And if you're a true veteran, you're gonna have to agree. Whether you agree with this guy or not, you have to agree. This is not what we fought for. We can do better. We can do better. We should do better. Let's do better. Because this is not what we fought for.
Shout out to Stephen A. Smith for keeping it real about the demonic, evil people that are saying all these negative things about Charlie Kirk and his family, celebrating the passing of Charlie. Now, we all know that it's absolutely wrong and egregious, but it is nice and refreshing to see someone as big as Stephen A. Smith condemning these people, as we all should. Check it out.
I'm a black man born in America. I know what problems that exist in this country. But I also know there's far more good people than there are bad people in this country, regardless of who you are, what your ethnic background is. White, black, Hispanic, and beyond. I'm in a studio here in Las Vegas, and I'm looking outside, and I see people looking at me and smiling and saying, "What's up, Stephen?" They don't look anything like me. And I don't care, because they're showing me love, and I'm showing love right back to them. At some point in time, we got to recognize, can't just speak about it. Can't just give lip service to when such a vile act takes place. And we're going to give lip service to the tragedy of the moment. And then within 24 hours, we move on with our lives like nothing happened. Something did happen. I don't care what his political beliefs were. I don't care what he felt. I care about the fact that a man was gunned down in front of two of his children who are 5 years of age or less. That he's dead at the age of 31. That his wife is a widow. That his children are fatherless. Because his ideas and his beliefs differed from somebody else, apparently. And then I'm going online and I'm seeing people celebrating it. Shame. Shame on you.
The next 200 yards and you don't know who did it. Bullshit. 200 yards, that's a little further than that lone spruce right there. You can't find that guy. It's probably more like 1,000. Pure evil. And you fuckers. You just woke up to kids. You're fucked forever now.
America took an L yesterday, and people celebrated it. People celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk, and it shows how lost a society we are. Leave your difference of opinions, but to celebrate another individual's death and the way...
Yes, I do believe that America did take a very big L, one of the biggest L's in American history. At least absolutely one of the biggest L's in modern history. But guess what? They've awakened a sleeping giant. There's going to be 10,000 Charlie Kirks now.